Yes, good afternoon, our viewers. Welcome to the Tech. Yet again, we do this every Tuesday. We discuss sports all around sports. We're a bit dynamic in our conversations. And today we have a lot in stock. We have the Olympics, basketball, athletics, then also going into some little bit of some rugby news, NBL news, and also international transfers and the charity shield that will be coming up. With me here, I have my co-host, Miss Hudson Mugweri. Hudson Mugweri, you can maybe say hello to the viewers and we shoot.
To the viewers out there, thank you for watching our tech, and I'm so pleased that we are back again this week with what's happening in the sport. So thank you very much.
Yes, we'll start with the big news. The 10,000 meters race that was won, the gold that was won by our own Joshua Cheptegei with the time, with an Olympic record. And there are some things that it really put out there before we really talk about the details. Joshua Cheptegei, this is his second goal in the Olympics. He won the 500 meters in Tokyo and just barely finished second in the Tokyo 10,000 meters. But this time he had the amends to make and really had the statement to make in the world. Remember, he's the world record holder and also the current Olympic holder in the 10,000 meters. If you look at the 10,000 meters that had the likes of a lot of people, look at Mo Farah, uh, 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 Bekele, all these people, but for a gentleman that really spent more than a decade in that race and is really dismantling these records. Yeah, Justus Cheptegei has now won more Olympic medals than any other Ugandan athlete in history. That is really really remarkable. And there's something we shall be talking about, including government funding in the athletics field. But we want to put this across to you. What did you make of this achievement by our own Joshua Cheptegei, Mr. Hudson Mugweri?
He has worked so hard for it, and congratulations to Cheptegei, and he has made Uganda proud because actually that day when the race was going on, some of it even sit down, what's up, watching what's happening to finish the race. The happiness we had when we won the race was beyond extraordinary. So I would say it was a race, and I would say I'm just so pleased with what he did, won the that I'm proud. Yeah, though on a sad news to the viewers out there, Cheptegei and Chidima have pulled out of 5,000 meters. They won't be participating in 5,000 meters. Their coach wrote a statement, and also the Uganda Athletics Federation just posted on social media that they won't be participating. Reason being, their bodies are tired, they haven't yet recovered after the so they said they won't be participating in the race. Though yesterday Cheptegei was rumored that he was pulling out, but again they've confirmed that both of them are pulled out of the race, so he's also remaining in that race. But something what he did with what he gave us in that race is really amazing. It was what he was doing from, and he practically said he's no more being the field track. It's done with what he has given, and we are so proud of what he has given us. And truth be told, he's the God. No one can judge about that because he's the God in Uganda when it comes to athletics. He's the God. And you hold the record, you will be your nation and your world, and no one can dispute that.
Absolutely. So you mentioned that it is him and who? Kiplimo that are out of the 500.
Yeah. Human
Oh, that is so unfortunate. Yeah, because most of us were really waiting for a double Olympics from him. I don't know what really made him to pull up that decision, but that is also remarkable. Let me pass mention actually the race. Silver in that 10,000 meters was won by the Ethiopian Berehu Aregawi, who beat the American Grant Fisher in a sprint to line for a silver medal. It was really a tight race. It's the first time that I think we had around 10 10 athletes or 10 runners finishing under 26, which means that that was really, really, really competitive. And for him to really beat his competitors by almost 3 yards, to that shows the remarkable preparation and also his team and then running that has really been behind his his preparation. As well know, Cheptegei really didn't go to Kenya to prepare for this 10,000. He stayed in Kapchora. I trained in the high altitude, the new facility that was constructed by the government, and really gives us this amends that we as Ugandans we don't have the best facilities, but we have a facility that really can really make champions, and not only champions, champions that can break records. What I would want you to really talk about his his stance on taking his preparation this time back home, other than doing as the usual preparing in Kenya. What does this also make for the long distance runners in Uganda with all this that is really happening uh, in the world stage?
Yeah, I would say it is something already about the government itself. The government, and I think they're seeing the results. Now, this week we have another gold medal loading. That's Serbia Chemutai
Mm,
and the steeplechase, and we're looking forward to it because in the qualifiers, she beat everyone. Of course, the other hits were running. She beat everyone. She had the highest, she had the quickest time in the
mm,
among every participant.
mm,
Uh, then you're seeing other runners coming up, joining the competitions due to the training facility. And with that, you see a big change with the runners, and you see how they are putting in the effort, how they're doing a good job. Because now everything is like at home, they're doing it from their home ground, than investing in, and then they go to Kenya to train, then they come back again, participate into these international races. With that, the government should make sure that we have more facilities. Because the talent is there. The talent is there. And I'm just
mm.
so happy with the way Cheptegei does it. Before any international race, it's like 3, 4 months of the media. You
Mm.
can't get him
Yeah.
because it's getting prepared for the race
Mm,
of the media. It's getting prepared for the races. That my focus is on this race. We saw what happened in that 10,000 meters, how the Ethiopians were pacing themselves first take,
mm,
but then the other takes over. But the come guys have did that.
mm,
Let them do their thing, come in the last
mm,
race and then game and beat them
mm, mm,
properly, comfortably well, having an Olympic record.
mm,
And with that, we are going to see with if the government sets up more facilities,
mm,
we have a lot of talent in Uganda. We have talent, crazy talent that I'm assuring you. I've seen it in football where you can lose all 10 players, but when the season starts, they've got over 20 players back playing football, and they're playing good football.
mm,
We give an example of how now Express has lost 10 players, over players,
mm,
Express has lost 10. But don't be surprised, season, they'll come back with the full team, fully loaded. What does it mean? The talent is there. The talent is in Uganda. We have crazy talent in Uganda. But what facilities? The government has to look into that. They make sure that now, in order to invest in sports, in order to get out of sports, let's invest in facilities. Hence, and out of it. And it will be a big success. You're seeing how Rwanda is doing it. The arena itself, now they've got a Moro Stadium. And now you're seeing how basketball is developing in Rwanda.
mm,
For South Sudan, we know
mm,
what they will do, but the talent is present there. So generally,
mm.
if you have facilities, things can change. Things can change.
Yeah, speaking on that note, this is would just dwell a little bit on the government there. If you're looking at also the financial year on the budget, you saw a biggest portion going to FUFA around 17 billion. Actually, it was cut, but look at athletics going home with around 2.5 to 3 billion Ugandan shillings. And if you're looking at hmm, value for money, on international stage. Athletics is the one that's really pushing us there on the international stage, unlike football. Well, somebody would say that football has a big wider reach in terms of the country. 17 billion would really not only grow the game widely around the country, unlike athletics that is really settled in a few parts of the country. would you what's your suggestion? Do you feel like government should really also step up their budgeting for athletics? Because looking at 2.5 to 3 billion shillings an annual year, and looking at our athletes are really performing, especially in the long distance running.
It happens every year. Sure, of a medal, one or two medals, gold medals.
Mm,
What does it mean? Please increase the budget so that these people are well facilitated and we get more medals, we get more exposure. Tourism becomes a big thing in Uganda because you saw how they said. He said, talking about now special, people are going to drink now special in Jinja, a full international commentator talking about that. What does it imply? People out there be like, let's go to Uganda. Whatever is happening in Uganda, the tourism in Uganda is on another level. What next? They're promoting tourism. Yeah. Not only that, the exposure of the country, you're on another level. These you see companies now coming in, sports companies coming in Uganda to be like, if you're setting up industries, you're setting up the car shops here. Imagine Nike setting up a shop in Uganda.
mm,
Adidas setting up a shop in Uganda. Due to what? To sports, due to athletics. They're like, now we know that in Uganda, sports is big priority. What next? Let's have these things and making money out of it because they're getting taxes from these guys.
mm,
So invest in sports. At the end of the day, the government will earn a lot out of sports. We've seen how England, Saturday, when there's Premier League, you can't find anyone working. Is working. People who go to those countries, they tell you, man, on a Saturday, on a weekend, Premier League is something big in England. A team is going to play. People have closed their houses, they're in bars, out of the stadiums watching games. It's a big thing. That's what we want to see in Uganda as well. I think if someone's good perspective, I think it's a big thing. We saw it. I think it was on a Friday. How on their screens, two people, Cheptegei and Chipulemo, they're like, at least we have a medal from those guys. And guess what? We were rewarded. And what did if I'm the government? TikTok videos of moving everywhere. People singing the national anthem, Cheptegei with the medal. Says they stopped the music in bars and people sang the national anthem.
yeah.
You
That's the
know?
level of respect. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It, yeah,
absolutely.
it means a lot. They're like, let's invest in.
Mm.
Mm.
Anyway, tonight, Peruth Chemutai uh, will look to defend her 3,000 steeplechase Olympic crown. Last year, she battled, a lot of a series of illness, especially in Oregon, in Southern California, at the World Championship. Then when he went to Birmingham, he settled for a bronze instead of a silver at the Commonwealth Games, and that was lack of it was technicalities. I think he got some technical calls on that. I think on the way she jumped the steeple, but she has recorded the best time at the hits in the Olympics, and also the best time this year. Uh, what you said you're looking there could be another gold medal loading in on Peru. Are you optimistic about tonight?
Well, yeah, tonight at 10:15 p.m. That one I'm so
Uh,
confident. I'm so
uh,
confident because
mm,
when she went for world championship, she was just coming from the injury,
mm.
but now she's fully recovered and she's ready to win the gold. To win the gold. And I'm just happy with the way the government has tried to inspire them. Some are happy with that, saying the winner takes 100 million
Mm,
non-taxed. You are able tax that money. It is your money surprisingly can be taxed. So
mm.
if you're in a tax 100, so it inspires someone be like, you know what, I can get this 100. At the end of the day, I'm investing into myself, I'm investing into my family, making sure when I go back home, I have something giving back to the people who are at home.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, those she'll have to fence off Jeffrey Chepkoech of Kenya and also the Bahrainian athlete. Yeah, that was also talk about. We have Tarsis orogot, our sprinter. We've not really had lots of sprinters in this main event. this world stage. But we have this young boy from the University of Alabama who won his heat, has qualified to the semi-final. That is orogot. The best I would really expect from him at least to make the finals because he's a young lad and I think he's building on that. He's still a young lad at the university, but he's really dismantling, the NCAA races and all that. But and also in the Olympics, winning his first seat since Davis Kamoga in '96 at the 400 meters. This is quite remarkable for our sprinting discipline in athletics. So anyway, let's uh, let's move on to South Sudan against Serbia. In a game that I don't know what you really saw from that game. Serbia won the game 96-85.
Yeah,
Uh,
try to actually put in note of it. Orogot
mm. Yes, go on.
has put in a lot of effort, a lot of
Mm,
work,
mm,
and I'm happy he qualified for the semi-final.
mm.
I hope he qualifies for the final. One is was the lead and his hit. But of course, the final, of course, Lyles, who we know now 100-meter champion, gold medalist. If he puts in effort and work, he can be top two. And
Yeah, a little bit of our internet. I don't know whether it's Hudson. Yes, hello. Uh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can hear you. I can hear you now.
I'm
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, it's okay. So anyway, let's move to basketball. I don't know if you're picking me.
can you
Yes, I can hear you,
uh,
bro.
all right, go.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah, we
yes,
go
sir.
on.
Yeah, but back to Serbia holds off South Sudan to earn a spot in the quarterfinals. Bogdan scored 30 points, and Nikola Jokic 22 and 13 rebounds. Serbia advanced with a 96-85 win over South Sudan. It's the game that, from here, how I watched it, there were some calls that I felt were really harsh towards South Sudan, and Lual then came out and was complaining about uh, when South Sudan goes aggressive, they get the calls, and when Serbia really is aggressive, they don't get the calls. I don't know what you make of that game uh, for South Sudan, and also the participation of South Sudan in this tournament, and what message I just send to the rest of the world. Yeah.
It was an interesting game. It was an interesting game. I would say it was an interesting game. Southern played their hearts out. They played a good game based on the play. Yeah, like how Deng said, I think the Europeans don't know the African basketball. They say we are hard, we are aggressive, but that's the basketball. That's the basketball. We've been playing for some good time. And then also, you can't have all the 6 fouls, and then the guys have got over 31 fouls. That is, I've never seen that in basketball. I've watched basketball, played basketball some good, but
Yeah.
below 10 fouls.
Mm.
How are the refs calling? How are the refs calling? You know, if you touch someone, they say you're aggressive, but when they push you, they're like play on. They are unfair somehow. That's not unfair somehow. But generally, it was an interesting game. South Sudan made name. South Sudan has, is in Africa or in the world for some time. They're going to be there for some good time because the talent is there. The talent is so deep. Luckily enough, most of the players are based in Europe or USA. Not based like in Africa. Most of the players are based outside Africa. which is a plus for them, which is a big bonus for them because the facilities, they have got facilities. Because everyone was just saying one thing. The country has no indoor arena. But guess what? The talent they have is extraordinary. It's another level. No one can dispute that. They displayed and they showed the world that, you know what, Africa is here and come to stay. And they're going to stay. In the next FIBA World Cup, they'll be surprised when it's in FIBA World Cup. Because with the way they're displaying, they display the kind of them, the talent they have out there. Because they first had 50 players. They chopped them to 25. They went to the in Chigali. Then after Chigali, they traveled to Italy again for another cup of like still 25 players. Then they chopped them team. Yeah, then they chopped them to the 12 players who have gone to Olympics. What does it imply? The talent is so deep and stay. And everyone was so proud of what they did. Everyone was happy, everyone was so proud. And truth be told, with what they displayed, don't be surprised when you see 3-4 players into the NBA this coming season. And then they're going to get deals. They're going to get deals. They're going to get deals out there. Of course, the EuroLeague is going to come in and sign them. They're going to see a lot of talent out there. A lot of talent out there from South Sudan going to different countries and playing basketball. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so anyway, we just advance the conversation to local football. This weekend I saw you really busy trying to catch the MTN Super 8 neck draw with Vipers. Uh, Bull drew with Vipers. Neck also picks up a draw. Chichara really becoming a nemesis to KCCA, picking up a 1-0 win with a sole goal from Omedi. The Super 8 so far, what have you seen from the Super 8 so far and the level of competition, especially if you look at back in the days, there was really a huge gap between the top three with the rest of the pack, but right now teams have really caught up with these teams and also the tricky season ahead for these teams that are looking to really to fight for the title.
I would say it is interesting, though I didn't watch Neck versus Vipers, I didn't watch Bull versus Maroons, but I watched KCCA versus Chitara, then I watched the select side, the Uganda Credit select side versus Esivila. General, with the talent I saw on the day, with the talent I saw that weekend, and with the kind of football display, everyone was happy. No longer see football of Dimula. They call it Dimula in Uganda. Just
Yeah.
the boys were passing the ball so well. The composure of the central defenders, they are calm. Yeah, he controls the ball, he passes it, you're like, what's this I'm saying? The opponent is there, but it's not under pressure. It's like, you know what? No, he controls passes it, and you're like, oh. This is what we've been missing. This is what we want to see in Uganda. Eh? I was looking at the midfielders of AC Villa and the press. Of course, there wasn't. I think it wasn't there. Sechiga, Elvis Ngonde. Then there was just 18 as well. Elvis Ngonde is just 8. He's a lefter. And to my shock, that boy grew up in my home village.
You knew about it.
That shocked me that day.
Yeah.
I saw his face. Then I asked someone close. I'm like, is that Elvis? He's like, yes. I'm like, oh, is this Aunt Mama Winnie? He's like, yes. I'm like, oh, this kid is now playing for AC Villa. I was so impressed seeing a kid who grew up like I was older than him, who grew up but he's playing the football. I didn't expect him to play. I'm like, you know what? Talent is out there, and we have a lot of talent in Uganda. Of course, without such Uganda, there were some issues. But the second side, I was just happy with the way Simba rotated the team, and you would see talent was there. The second half was bossed by by Side. Then the first half was taken over by SC Villa. But it was an interesting game. Then KCCA versus Chitara, that is the game we all know that it's sorry, it's a hard game. But with the that trio of Dennis Omedi, Amaku, then guy, I'm forgetting his name. Is kind of lazy, but is a senior. Is kind of lazy, but is a good player. I was looking at that squad, and I'm like, now there's Carbon living on the bench. There's a Harbour on the bench. Like this team is so deep, and they're getting ready for the International Confederations Cup. The team is so deep, and credit to Brian, the coach. The coach is a good guy. Is a calm guy who's not under pressure. Even if he's losing 2-0, you want to see him catching and abusing. He's so calm, just like how other coaches do it. I was looking at Mobiru as well. Yes, he was losing the game. He was so calm. Though KCCA they need a striker. They need a typical striker. Yes, they've got a kid who tried to do something, but they need that striker to be like, you know what, I can do something. Because I was seeing Bright passing the ball, then something missing out here. Of course, that midfield, Joel as well. They had also Anja in the midfield. It was packed. But Chitara played their game and got chances. They got to use it so well and made it squad the goal. Of course, Anas is coming from his partner Amaku. So generally, now we used to have the top three which were untouchable football changing. Sign a player from a big club who is so talented. I get a player from Asazaka. What next? They're on the same level, they play the same kind of football. It's all about the coach's tactics and how we have put the team together and how they're going to play that game. Yeah.
How was Ronald Ortiz pairing in the defense from what you saw?
He's a solid guy. He's a solid guy. He did his role. Actually, there was Max as well. Max was there as well. Then that guy getting his name in the
In the Howard.
Yeah, it was their partnership was good, and the boss, they're all huge and tall. Yeah, and they have the whole huge and tall. So they were cleaning out the balls so well, so calm. They showed what to call like what we are good defense, we are good leaders, we do something. Then also Chris Kusima in goal made some saves as well with a goal because KC attacked them more in the second half. The working and also the keeper, the man marking and the command in that defense helped them.
Absolutely. Anyway, we'll talk about just this little news came in that Chitara will not be hosting its game in Nambole due to the ongoing, still ongoing renovation, especially with the track and field that they're trying to construct. They try to move the game to Chitende. Also, they were denied access to use the pitch because of the dates and all that. As Star is preparing to play Al Hali Benghazi of Shaban Mohammed, will these preparations really affect them? Okay, I know they will be playing Tusker in Masindi, Tusker FC, the Kenyan breweries from Kenya, and with these preparations, what will you make of this change of fixtures, and has it really? Do you think it has affected their team cohesion and also preparation for the first leg in Libya? Hello. Uh,
Somehow it has affected because they are going to have affected financially. because they're going to put in more costs to travel the game. Dozens the first leg, then the second leg still they'll play from dozens. Always they're trying to work on it. As for the pitch was already booked for some other events, so they wouldn't hold it. Can you hear?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah. The audio is a bit delayed, but I can hear you. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go on. I can hear you, Hudson.
Okay, I'm saying for my bit low.
Yeah, yeah, but I can hear you. Go on. Yeah. Yes, you can go on. I can hear you. Hello? Yes, I can hear you, Hudson. Yeah, go on. I can hear you.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
yes, I
can you
can
hear
hear.
me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Okay.
So are we good? So are we good?
Yes, yes, we're good. Yeah.
Are we good? Are we good?
Yes, yes, we're good. Please
We
proceed.
are
Yeah.
good, eh? We are fine?
Yes, yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay. So it's unfortunate that something that Italy is going to host their first game away from home, but still they're going to host it from the opponent's side. That's where they're going to host the game from. Of course, the question will be somehow high. It will help them because they'll get used to the pitch because the first leg they'll play from there, then the second leg they play from there at the same time. They'll get used to the pitch and they get used to the conditions, the weather, even the feeding, the weather conditions, all that also helps them a lot to get used to it. But I know that they're having a tough, but with the kind of football they played against here, because that's when I saw that really they're ready
For continent,
for
yeah.
this competition. And I know they'll put up a good fight. And then I don't know the day we make victorious. So wish them all the best.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, as also advances talk to local basketball. We've had the playoffs. Teams are heading to the semifinals. We saw UCU really going to play game three. Kerry Titans really progressing, and also Blazers, and also the FIBA 3-on-3 basketball. I didn't know about this. I didn't know it was even in their schedule, but I saw FUBA